Believe me when I tell you it's hot. 33 degrees at the moment, and we've had our first bushfire alert. Seemingly there's a fire a few roads from us, but I'm not quite sure how it happens. I'd imagine someone being stupid, but anyway, hopefully it stays down there and they put it out. But it's incredible that we've gone from freezing cold, wind, rain, to absolute roasting hot. They are forecasting thunderstorms from 2 o'clock, but there's not a dark cloud in the sky, so I don't think we're going to get that. It was nice to have a bit of rain, so I didn't have to put the irrigation system on, as you like to save the water in the tanks. But anyway, needs must, so if we have to, we have to. But yeah, very hot at the moment. Even the rose campion is showing signs of stress, although admittedly it is in a pot. But the California poppies are loving it. One of my favourite, I have to say. Clouds look as if they're building up to something, but will it rain? Now we have wind. Even though there are clouds about, but there's also a lot of blue sky, and according to the radar, the storm has passed us by. It's out to the behind us up on the higher country, but the wind's still about, and there's always a bit of fear that a tree will come down. That's something we live with fear every day when we have the winds, but it looks as if I'm going to have to go up and turn on the irrigation system, because the forecast for tomorrow is even warmer. Did I say warmer? Hotter, at 35 degrees. So I'll just head up to the water tank. These are the top 2 tanks, which is used for watering the garden. There is a Honda petrol pump under here, which is used if heavy duty, if we have to start pulling water through all the sprinklers set up for fire, which hopefully we won't have to. But what we do here is we undo the valves, and that lets the water through to the lines, and it also puts any overflow. At times it will fill the middle 2 tanks. But you come around here, and now this is an electric pump, which is used for when you're watering the garden. What's it called? Poly slab. I don't know if that's just the cover. And This is when we turn on if you're using the watering system. You'll hear it in a second or two, and that's it activating. So when the water from the tank goes through the lines, you can then work the irrigation system and all the other hoses that are attached to the tanks. And this red valve is when we're pulling up the water from the bottom tank, which is directly connected to these tanks. So when you're using the Honda pump, the petrol driven pump down there, it pushes the water up here and this fills, and then when that's filled we turn off the red taps so the water doesn't fall back down, and then the tanks equalize. The water goes into this tank and then equalizes into the second tank. But anyway, it looks as if I'm going to have to, even with the dark skies, I don't think we'll get much out of it, even if it does throw a few spots down. So that's summer, the start of summer, the real summer in southern Australia. I have to say my sympathies go to the people in the States. That's terrible weather. I'm not sure how I would cope with that. But there we have Boxing Day here in southern Australia.